Alright guys, before we get into like base building and all the content, new updates and stuff that we want from Techland when it comes to Dying Light 2, there's some pretty big bugs and issues that the game is facing, including the multiplayer issues, the co-op issues. Dying Light 2 multiplayer is broken 3 weeks later. Latest update does not fix the game's horrible multiplayer issues. But listen, Techland has responded to this. They've been working hard on this, and here's what they have to say. So I'm going to pull up what Techland said about the new update that's coming next week. Keep in mind, guys, they're going to get this thing right for every platform. PC, next gen, old gen, Nintendo Switch eventually. But we're going to get into some stuff, I think, later on in the video if you guys want to stick with me. Let's get into what Techland is saying about the new update. Okay, dear players, on top of the hotfixes, we're working on a big patch for PC and consoles. The patch will introduce fixes for Deathloop, Ragdoll, animations, user interface, and much more. We aim to make it available for PC gamers next week, while console might get it a few days later, like I said, guys. Now let's dissect this just a little bit. So they're saying this is on top of a bunch of hotfixes they have. Now, they didn't talk about multiplayer specifically, okay? But they said this is a big patch for PC and consoles. It's going to fix for the Deathloop. I thought they already did that. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn in the in the last patch they were fixing the Deathloop. Ragdoll animations, I did hear about that thanks to one of the people that left a comment in one of my previous videos. User interface, I'm not too sure what they're talking about there, and much more. So a lot of people, guys, are like hopeful with Techland and Dying Light 2. I love all you guys' comments, by the way. You know, the videos I do and stuff like that. It's just showing some stuff, and it creates a really cool conversation. So I do appreciate that. But so it's supposed to come next week, man, for PC, and then a few days later we'll roll out to console. They're saying it's a big patch, right? But it's on top of hotfixes. So they didn't specifically say anything about the multiplayer issues or the co-op issues, but I know that's high on the list because they said that. They said that it's a big priority for them. Now, once we get the patch notes for this thing, I'll probably do an updated video real quick, guys, just showing you exactly what the hell they're working on. But this is a big patch, a big update, like they said, and then there's a bunch of hotfixes. So we should get the next week, man. So it's good news. This game definitely does have some issues. They got their work cut out for them with all the content and the things that they want to do. They actually have to fix the game first, and they spent so long making this game, delaying the game. That's where I get into, I think this Techland and Dying Light 2 has a bigger problem, and that is the old generation consoles. I think that's what's holding this thing back. If they made Dying Light 2 a next gen only game, I don't think we would be having these delays and maybe some of the issues that you guys are seeing. I think because, you know, think about it from their point of view. Everything they do or work on or make or updates, they have to make work on every single platform. And let's be real, like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are like dinosaurs for gamers, all right? Dinosaur gaming consoles, basically, man. It's old as hell, just the technology behind it. So I know, I get it. Like, a lot of you guys are still on the old consoles, and it's really cool to have Dying Light 2 be available to you guys, but for them, not so good, because they got to make it work, and that, I think, is what causes the delays. So when we look at the roadmap, right, I'll pull up the roadmap right now, guys, and you can see in June, I believe it's June, yeah, June, they're gonna do the first DLC, the first paid DLC. It's supposed to be a big deal. I think, just from my point of view, I'm gonna expect everything to be late. I'm gonna expect everything to be delayed and maybe have some issues. And that's the thing going forward with them, because I know they talked about, like I said, base building and all the content they want to do, and they're really good over there. I do love Techland. I love Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2, but I do expect issues and things to maybe take a little bit longer for them to get all their ducks in a row. So it is what it is, guys. You guys let me know what you think. You guys are awesome. This is just going to wrap this video up. Hopefully it's quick enough, and I'll definitely give you guys the exact patch notes once Techland lets us know, and it should be like next week. But there is an update coming, which is pretty cool, and we'll see what they do from there. So that's about it, guys. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you soon.